All right, just wanted to record some videos here. So the first problem says, assume that Japan and Korea can switch between producing cars and producing airplanes. They give us this table here, and then they ask us about opportunity cost. So opportunity cost, just the term, is what I have to give up to get something. So the first thing they're asking me is Japan's opportunity cost of one airplane. So to make one airplane, what do I have to give up? Well, from the chart, it says that for Japan, it takes 150 hours to make an airplane. In 150 hours, what else could I make? I could spend all that time making an airplane, or I could make 5 cars, because each car is 30 hours. So in other words, by choosing to make one airplane, what I'm giving up is 5 cars. This is Japan. Now Korea says, well, if I make one airplane, it takes me 150 hours, and I'm giving up 3 cars. The question is why? Because each car takes Korea 50 hours to make. So the opportunity cost of one airplane for Japan is 5 cars. That's what they gave up. The opportunity cost of one airplane is 3 cars. That's what Korea had to give up. Let's look at the next question. So the next one says, assume that Wang and Min can switch between producing parasols and porcelain plates. Okay, I don't really know what that is. For Huang, so look at Huang. And you may want to stop the video here and then try the Wang problem on your own and then come back. So you may want to pause the video here. But for Huang, this is the next problem you sent. For Huang, the opportunity cost of one plate is what? Well, it takes Huang 6 hours for a plate. And in those 6 hours, he could have made 3 parasols, because each parasol takes 2 hours. So the answer is 3 parasols. All right. Again, you may want to pause the video here before and try to attempt the next problem on your own. So here we have Chile and Colombia's production possibilities, excuse me, frontiers. So let me do Chile in pink. And they've drawn something here, and this intersects at 12, and I think this is soybeans. And this intersects at 16. This is coffee. And let me do the other one in brown. The other one is Colombia. And Colombia, possibility frontier, they can produce, I think, 6 soybeans, and they could produce 12 coffee. All right, and let's see what the question says. The question says Chile and Colombia would not be able to gain from trade if Colombia's opportunity cost of soybeans. So let's look at the opportunity cost. So Chile can either produce 12 soybeans or 16 coffee. So 12 soy takes the same production as 16 coffee. So if I divide both sides by 12, the opportunity cost of one soybean, 16 over 12, that can be reduced to 4 over 3. This is 1.3 repeating coffee, also known as 4/3. What about over here? 6, let me do this in a different color here. 6 soy equals 12 coffee. So 1 soy, divide both sides by 6, is 2 coffees. So what this tells me is that Chile's opportunity cost of a soybean is less than Colombia. Now, so what should happen in this economy? Well, Chile should make some soybeans and then trade them, excuse me, to Colombia. Because every soybean Chile makes, they only give up 1.3 pounds of coffee. every soybean Colombia makes, they give up 2 pounds of coffee. So I should make a soybean here and sell it over here. And this people over here should be willing to pay any amount less than 2 coffees, right? I mean, if you're a person in Colombia and somebody tells you, here's 1 soybean, how much coffee will you give me? You'll say, well, I'll give you anything less than 2 coffees. If somebody says, give me 2.1 coffees, you'll say, forget it. I can make 1 soybean and only give up 2 coffees. If you're somebody in Chile, you say, okay, here's a soybean I made, and I'm going to trade it with someone in Colombia. So if the person in Colombia says, I'll give you 1.5 coffees, you'll say, sounds good to me. I gave up 1.3 coffees, you give me 1.5, we're good to go. Now, if I say from Chile, I go to someone in Colombia and I say, hey, here's 1 soybean. And the Colombia person says, okay, I'll give you 1 coffee. I'll say, forget it. I should have just made 1.3 coffees. That's what I gave up. So there are currently ability to gain from trade, right? Soybeans should go from here to here. Some coffee should go from here to here. If Colombia's opportunity cost was instead of 1 soy equals 2 coffee, it was 1 soy equals 1.3 coffee, then these would be the same, and there's no benefit in trading. So if Colombia's opportunity cost changes to 4/3 coffee, 4/3, by the way, is the same as 1.3 repeating, equals 1 soy, then this is equal to this, and there are no gains from trade. Let me stop this video here, and I'll pick up here with the next video in 1 second.